What is up, Toy Sports Network? It is Josh here. Sorry that we have not had a video in a couple weeks. I just wanted to let you guys know that I will do a draft recap. I will focus some on the Steelers, then some other interesting moves and who I thought drafted well. I will also be breaking down the first round of the Stanley Cup playoffs. If you're not currently watching that, you're missing out. Every series in the Western Conference as of recording this is 2-2. There's been just some tremendous hockey. And this video, being a Penguins fan, felt like I needed to make something today because the Penguins have parted ways with head coach Mike Sullivan. This kind of doesn't come as a surprise. I honestly thought that the Penguins should have got rid of him a few years ago. I think his message and his play style had kind of gotten stale. Granted, our roster is pretty terrible. It's just one of those things where it's time for a change. He came in the 2015-2016 season for Mike Johnston, and then we won back-to-back cups with him in 16 and 17. Those teams were outstanding, though. Not taking any credit away from what Sully did for the Penguins. It's kind of the same as the Dan Bylsma, Michel Therrien situation. Pens had just gotten, in 2008, they lost the finals to the Red Wings, started off terrible. They fired their head coach, brought in Bylsma, went to the Cup and won it. Kind of the same thing here. Mike Johnson was our coach. We just hadn't been doing well. We had brought in big name players, Jerome McGinley, just some guys to try to go all in and win the Cup, and we just weren't getting it done. So we fired him after a rough start in the 15-16 season and brought up Sullivan from Wilkes-Barre, and he went on to win the Cup, and then the following year we won the Cup. Since then, though, we have not won a playoff series, I believe, since 2019, and then we have not made the playoffs for 3 years in a row now. And coming off of 17, 18 years, I forget which one it is, of making the Stanley Cup playoffs, not having the Penguins in, it just feels odd. 18 years is over half of my life, so for the better half of what I remember, the Penguins and the playoffs just go hand in hand. So it's been rough not watching them. Sully is the winningest coach in Penguins franchise history. I believe he has 409 wins. But I just think, like I said, his message kind of got stale. His style of play, I just don't think it works in today's day and age of hockey. I have no doubt that Sullivan will be one of the first coaches hired. It is rumored the Rangers are highly interested, as well as Boston. I believe he's from the Boston area, so I could see one of those two teams being front runners for him. He's a good coach. Wish him nothing but success, but sometimes you just need a change, something to spark the team. It is funny that of all of the Pittsburgh coaches, he's the first one to get fired or let go. Derek Shelton's record's awful. We could talk about Tomlin for 4 hours. But Kyle Dubas wanted something new, a fresh start. We have a ton of picks coming up. Really have, I would say, 2 or 3 years tops with Crosby left. Not sure if Letang will ever play again. He had that surgery a couple weeks ago. Gino, he might have another year or two, but he's kind of a shell of himself. Crosby's still playing lights out hockey, putting up a point per game, just broke Gretzky's record, 20 consecutive seasons of over a point per game. So I'll be interested to see who we bring in as head coach. I don't have really anybody I penciled in as a front runner or favorite. I hope it's not Tortorella. Never been a fan of the guy, but you never know. Dubas said that he's in no hurry to find Sully's successor. We do have, like I said, 30 draft picks over the next 3 years, 18 in the first 3 rounds. So, I mean, I don't know. We kind of have to nail those, and those guys have to be NHL ready and make a move with Crosby. Like I said, he doesn't have many years left, although his play does not show that. I just don't know how long he wants to play. As a fan, I'd like him to play till he was 50, like Jaromir Jagr, but I would say he probably has 2 to 3 seasons left. So it'll be interesting to see what happens with the Penguins. Like I said, we will be getting a NFL draft video out for you this week, as well as breaking down the first round of the playoffs when those are over. I'll kind of give my thoughts on each series and who I like moving forward. I would like to take a second to shout out today's sponsor of the video, Dude Wipes. They do not know they're sponsoring this video, but they always interact with me on Twitter, so they are today's sponsor. Go out and buy a pack. You will not regret it. Tell them Toy Sports Network sent you, and they will have no idea what you're talking about, but I would appreciate it. As always, whether it's building forts or talking sports, Toy Sports Network's got you covered.